G'day! In today's video, I'll be doing a battery replacement in a Samsung Galaxy Tab SM-T355Y. So this one is a Tab A 8-inch, I think from 2007 if I remember correctly. So first of all, you're going to make sure there's no SIM or SD card in the back. Because what we're going to be doing is removing the back cover of this one. Be careful not to damage it. This one here has already got prior damage, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm going to use a flat plastic pry tool and wedge it between the plastic. So I'll start here. Nope. It's very neatly put on there, so I'm going to switch to a metal pry tool. Be cautious as this may damage your plastic. So if you have it in mint condition, it's probably not advisable. The other alternative is once you've started to get it to separate, it's not quite one to separate, but I'll switch over to a plastic card. So then I can use a little bit more force without damaging the plastic. At least that's the idea. I'll take the metal out. Now, this being very stubborn. So I might even go back to the original tool. There we go. That's a noise I like to hear. There we go. So it's freed it up enough that you can pull the plastic back while leaving the actual display itself straight. So I'm going to put pressure on here as I go around. Separated. So no extra damage to the front of this, still looking good. Now, this blue mat that I've got down here in the background has been turned on. It's a heat mat and it has been turned on at 75 degrees Celsius. So it has been making it fairly warm. And the reason behind that is it softens the adhesive of this battery. So what I'm going to do here is use some tweezers to pull off this bit of plastic down here. I'll just zoom you in on that. So I'll use the tweezers to remove that, which I'll put over to the side here. Now what I also use the tweezers for as well here is to disconnect this white connector. It's the battery connector. And what I recommend doing is going in from the side that has the earth on it. So these two black cables here is the earth. Probably a little bit underneath. And up. And you should get it to lift like so. And then from there you should be able to use your finger and disconnect it fully from there. The reason why I use tweezers is A, I can put pinpoint pressure where I want it. And also why I go over via the side of the earth is that if I do accidentally push too hard and it goes in and touches a pin, I'm merely touching an earth, not something that's actually got power. So once that's disconnected, we see here, we've got pull hands only. So in theory, we should be able to peel this up just slightly and then pull it up and away and up and to the left. Now, I do predict this is going to be very, stuck. So comparing it to my other replacement battery, looks very similar. But hopefully I can pry this up. There we go. And we're up and in. Luckily for us, there's only adhesive on the very outer perimeter where it's black. So along here. And there's actually none on this side. As I say that, it's come off on the battery. So from there, we now have our new battery. Looking at the build dates on these, what have we got? I'm not seeing an actual build date on the old battery. Maybe it will be under the sticker. There we go. Manufacturing date. Actually, it's an older tablet than I first thought. 2015 versus April 2020. So considerably older battery. It's done its job. Out with the old, in with the new. I'll just sit in there just like so. Put this back over here. Now, the connection itself, we should just be able to line up and push down. We shouldn't need a tool to be able to do that. Push, push, connected. Excellent. So now I'm just going to work the battery around just to make sure it stays in position and isn't loose. But no, that's staying there as it should. Now from here, we just got to put the back cover back on. Make sure nothing else is wiggled loose as you've opened it up. I'll put the tape back over the charger port or the battery connector. It's not very vital, but I'll just put it back there. Get the orientation of this right. Now what I'll probably do here as well is I'll start at the bottom and feed that in and over. Just so it's over the top of the charger port and the headphone jack. While you're in there, you could almost potentially give the charger port a bit of a clean. Now this does come with some experience. Which all charger ports I find has some degree of dirty. It's pretty rare to see a completely clean charger port. We go back on, click, push it around, and then just pinch it together. Work my way up here too. There we go. We now have one replaced battery in a Samsung Galaxy Tab A 8-inch. And with this, I'm just going to go stick it on charge, fully charge it. And then from there, the customer can deplete it as low as they can. And once they're gotten near the end of the battery, to charge it up. Granted, power cycling I don't believe is vital these days compared to what it was 10, 20 years ago. But it's still a good habit anyway. Hope this helps you. I'll see you later. Bye.